ground.
Reclaiming my time.
And handcuffed in his own damn
Oh,
state.
Democrats can't follow the rules. Can't follow the law. Can't follow the rules. Can't follow the law.
We need to subpoena Kristi Noem. It's
Chair
her staff,
recognizes Ms. Greene.
DHS federal
There's a privilege of the majority, and that means we're in charge, not your side.
About this
because
happening
you
to
lost the
All right,
election.
Ms. Greene, we're going to start the clock.
We're just talking about this. I want to know if you can commit to working with us so we can subpoena.
You're out of order.
So
Chair recognizes
I have
Ms.
a point
Greene.
I have a point of order.
No.
I have a point of order.
State your point.
We need to subpoena.
That's not
Secretary
a point of order.
Noem.
Chair recognizes
We
Ms.
just talked
Greene.
about this
That's
earlier.
not a point.
We talked
Thank
about
you, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You already had
Reclaiming
your
my
chance to get on
time.
MSNBC.
Reclaiming my
Chair
time.
recognizes Ms.
Thrown
Greene.
to the ground.
What's up, patriots? Welcome back to the channel where we break down the truth the mainstream media won't touch. If you love freedom, the Constitution, and calling out political nonsense, you're in the right place. All right, folks, grab your coffee and your Constitution because we've got a wild one today. So during a recent committee meeting, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene absolutely torched Democrat Congressman Maxwell Frost. She straight up accused him of having ties to Antifa, and judging by his reaction, let's just say the shoe might be a little snug.
Control have to deal with other crimes that they're solving.
And apologies, I just have 10 seconds left. But when they say illegal versus legal immigration, they are trying to end legal status in the United States as well. Correct, Governor Pritzker, with the end of TPS and making people undocumented by removing legal status, ending legal status, and then having the audacity to call them illegal when they were here documented, correct?
Taking students' visas away from people, taking their legal right to be in the United States away from them when they've been granted maybe years earlier to stay.
So I don't want to hear about how this is about illegal versus legal immigration. They are attacking legal status and removing legal status. The Republican majority is anti-legal immigration in the United States. And I want to make that very clear, and I yield back.
Chair now recognizes
Mr. Chair, unanimous consent request.
Mr. Frost.
Unanimous consent request into the record a NBC article. Senator Alex Padilla removed from news conference with Homeland Security Secretary Noem.
All right, without objection to order.
I have another one, the Hill article. Padilla forcibly removed from Noem press conference.
Without objection to order.
And I have a third one, Axios, Democratic senator forcibly removed from DHS press conference.
Without objection to order.
Mr. Chair, also, we were just talking about this. I want to know if you can commit to working with us so we can subpoena.
You're out of order. Chair recognizes
I have
Ms.
a point
Greene
of, I have a point of order.
No.
I have a point of order.
State your point.
We need to subpoena.
That's not
Secretary
a point of order.
Noem.
Chair recognizes
We
Ms.
just talked
Greene.
about this
That's
earlier.
not a point.
We talked
Thank
about
you, Mr. Chairman.
You already had
Reclaiming
your
my
chance to get on
time.
MSNBC.
Reclaiming my
Chair recognizes
time.
Ms.
Thrown to
Greene.
the ground.
Reclaiming my
recognizes
time.
Ms.
And
Greene.
handcuffed in his own damn
Oh,
state.
Democrats can't follow the rules. Can't follow
Chair
the law.
recognizes Ms. Greene.
Can't
Here.
follow the
Let's go.
rules. Can't follow
We need
the law.
to subpoena Kristi Noem. It's
Chair
her
recognizes
staff,
Ms. Greene.
DHS federal
There's a
officers
privilege of
that
the
threw a
majority,
US
and that
senator
means
to the
we're in
ground.
charge,
Just
not
this
your
morning we were
side.
talking about this
Because
happening to
you
governors.
lost the
All right, Ms.
election.
Greene, we're going to start the
Because
clock.
you
You have
supported
anything
the
to say about
invasion
that?
of our
Mr. Frost.
country.
All right.
It's my
Will
time.
you
Hold it.
commit on the record
Stop
to
the
work
clock.
My
on
time.
subpoena
Thank you,
Kristi
Mr.
Noem?
Chairman. Thank you,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
You're out of order. Chair recognizes
Will
Ms.
you
Greene.
commit on the
Thank
record
you.
to subpoenaing Kristi Noem because a U.S. senator was just thrown to the ground and detained in his own
Democrats
state?
Frost,
can't follow the
you're
rules.
out of
Can't
order.
follow the law.
Will you
Can't
commit-
follow the
Shut
rules.
up. Just shut
Will you-
up.
No, you don't. No,
shut
you're
up.
not going to tell me to shut up.
Let's. How do you get him in order? You're running. For
Not like that.
He has been out of order 6 times. He's trying to get on MSNBC. You probably knocked.
I get it.
Somebody off
I don't have any problem
MSNBC
getting
to
on
get on there.
MSNBC. That's
Ms.
not
I
what
Greene.
it's
think
about.
as he's been
He's
arrested as a
recognized.
former
Yeah, well,
Antifa
okay,
member,
here.
right?
Back
Antifa.
to order, Ms. Greene. Go.
He's a
Go.
former
All
Antifa
right, Ms.
member,
Greene. You're
Mr. Chairman.
recognized. You got
no
it.
surprise.
Who's a former
Yours.
Antifa member? Me?
Yeah, you.
I asked that these words be taken down.
No, Ms. Greene.
Thank you.
You're
I
recognized.
asked
Thank
that these
you,
words
Mr.
be taken
Chairman.
down.
There's a motion.
Governor
Ms.
Hochul.
Greene is recognized.
Governor
I asked that
Hochul,
these
you
words be
stated
taken down.
that you're a proud Democrat, proud registered
All right,
Democrat.
we got to
You need to
suspend.
retract.
There's been a parliamentary move. They said they weren't going to do that. What's the?
Just ask her to strike what she said. What?
Okay. suspend for 2 minutes. And while we're suspending, we have votes in about 7 minutes. We're going to try to get 3 more questioners in, then we'll break for, I think there are 4 votes, and we'll come back right after the last vote. We don't have that many more questioners, so.
Let's see if that's the whole thing then.
Say, Mr. Chairman, I move to revise my remarks and say that Congressman Frost was arrested at a rally, but not for being a member of Antifa.
What was he pushing for? Because did he want illegals to vote?
Sure.
Prerequisite with so many people across our country to not vote.
So you can say, I move to revise my remarks. Mr. Frost was arrested at a rally for moving to have illegals votes. But not member of Antifa or something like that. If that works.
We were called
What do I want to do?
by the ranking member.
Move to revise your remarks and say, Mr. Frost
I
was
consider it
arrested
courteous
at a
that we're not
rally,
taking
but
down
not as a
words.
member of Antifa.
Okay, affiliated permanent demonstration. Mr. Chairman, I move to revise my remarks. Congressman Frost was arrested in 2021 at a voting rights rally.
Okay. Without objection?
Proudly.
All right.
Now, of course, the left immediately lost their minds, screaming, decorum, misinformation, how dare she? But let me ask you something. Since when are we supposed to be polite to people defending open borders and chaos? You see that? That's what accountability looks like. The left isn't used to being called out, especially when it comes to their shady affiliations. But it didn't stop there. Oh no. The discussion quickly spiraled into the immigration disaster this administration and its Democrat cheerleaders have created. And let me tell you, the Republicans in that room, especially folks like MTG, were trying to speak truth. They were pushing back against the blatant undermining of our immigration laws. You've got Democrats defending illegal aliens while American families struggle. What kind of upside-down world is that? Here's the thing, folks. We're not against legal immigration. Legal immigrants are part of what made this country great. But the key word here is legal. We are a nation of laws. If we don't have borders, we don't have a country. Period. Now get this. Things got so heated, members started interrupting each other left and right. Some Democrats were crying over procedural stuff, like requesting subpoenas about some senator being escorted out of a press conference. You're watching the total collapse of responsible government in real time. One side, our side, wants law, order, and sovereignty. The other side wants to turn America into a chaotic, borderless mess. And you know what really boils my blood? The media will spin this like Marjorie was the one being unprofessional. But let's be honest, if you call out the left's radical agenda, they scream insurrection and try to cancel you. Patriots, we need fighters like MTG in Congress. She might not always use flowery language, but she's real. She stands up to the socialist mob trying to destroy our country from within, and that's exactly why they hate her. So I say this loud and clear, we need more Marjorie Taylor Greenes, not fewer. If you're sick of the lies, the open border insanity, and the Dems defending chaos, hit that like button, subscribe, and sound off in the comments. Do you support MTG calling out Antifa ties? What do you think about this immigration mess? Stay loud, stay proud, and remember, America first always.